Welcome to the Ghana Research and Innovation Support Program's Coordinating Office. In this instructional video, I'll be taking you step by step through the standard operating procedures developed for the Ghana Innovation and Research Commercialization Center. Public research institutions, universities, and industries, collectively referred to as institutions, can also utilize these SOPs to improve the quality of their research outcome. This standard operating procedure outlines the process for the management of intellectual property created by a public research institution, university, and industry. The SOP applies to all IP and IP assets that are owned either partly, fully, or jointly by an institution. For the purpose of IP management for any institution, two officers will be responsible, and they are the Program's Coordinating Office, to provide a framework for the establishment and operationalization of technology transfer offices in the institution. And the TTOs will in turn assess, commercialize, and manage all IP and IP assets on behalf of the institution. In addition, the TTOs will promote and facilitate the sharing of knowledge among institutions. The TTO's functions also include promotion of academia, industry partnerships to support research and foster innovation, awareness creation and education on IP and technology commercialization, receiving IP disclosures, assessing the commercial potential value of IP created, IP protection, commercialization of IP, negotiation of IP clauses in research contracts and agreements, negotiation of commercialization agreements, administration and management of IP. Intellectual property is more or less the lifeblood of any institution, since it is all about maximizing profitability. Therefore, it must be managed properly. Please pay closer attention. For a successful intellectual property management, the Technology Transfer Office must do the following: engage employees of the institution on ongoing research to identify IP with potential application and value. Develop the necessary forms to facilitate the disclosure of IP created by employees at the institution. Provide a framework for the assessment of an IP to inform the IP protection and/or commercialization process. Where commercialization of an IP is envisaged, the TTO will consult with the creator of the IP on an appropriate protection and commercialization strategy. This strategy must be approved by the head of the TTO prior to its implementation. Apply for IP protection on behalf of the institution, but the institution will bear the costs associated with IP protection and commercialization. Develop a framework for the distribution of royalties or income from technology commercialization. Provide an enabling environment to facilitate the sharing of knowledge with the society, as well as knowledge exchange among institutions. Maintain a database of all IP assets and take steps to maintain the rights of the institution to these assets. Administer and manage IP and IP assets on behalf of the institution. The program's coordinating office will be directly involved and will ensure to provide the needed support to enable institutions to develop an intellectual property policy. The policy would address the ownership of IP, as well as the rights and obligations of employees and other key stakeholders regarding the creation, exploitation, utilization, and management of an IP. Also make consideration to the National Intellectual Property Policy and Strategy, national acts and regulations governing IP, as well as processes and procedures at the institution, and the process of developing the IP policy. All management endeavors need reports to get essential information that will help them make informed decisions. For this reason, the below mentioned will be ensured. The institutions will submit periodic reports on the number of IP applications, IP granted, licensed technologies, number of startups, commercialization revenues to the Program's Coordinating Office. The PCO will in turn maintain a statistic on this information, either on a manual or electronic database.